Here is everything that I found wrong with the Mario Galaxy movie. 1. This didn't feel like a Mario Galaxy movie, despite the title and the involvement of some characters and locations. It felt like it didn't take advantage of the outer space setting. We only traveled to 3 or 4 areas. Of course, one could argue you can't expect to travel to every single planet everywhere that we traveled to be in the games in such a short movie runtime, but the Galaxy games were so beloved for all of its unique locations. We only just got the Honey Hive Galaxy, Gateway Galaxy, and Planet Bowser, which are memorable, yeah, but we didn't explore much of the outer space planets aside from them. 2. Rosalina herself. She basically fills in the role that Luigi had in the first movie, but even more so compared to what he had. She doesn't establish any type of relationship with any character, and because they decided to change her backstory for the movie, her backstory that made fans love the character is, well, not here at all. And there's still mystery as we never learned how she became the mother of the Lumas in this universe. What happened to her after she let Peach go? So many questions. And had they kept the original backstory, it would have been great for Rosalina to relate to the sibling bond between Mario and Luigi since she had a younger brother. Or if they kept Peach and Rosalina not related, it would have made Peach relate to her finding a new family with the Toads, as Rosalina did with the Lumas. Them changing the backstory entirely just to make them sisters was not the right call. Now, since in concept Rosalina was gonna be related to Peach in some way, they still could have done that by making Peach be, I don't know, Rosalina's niece or something because of Rosalina's brother. Number 3. This wasn't a Mario Galaxy movie. It was a Peach Galaxy movie. She kind of takes the lead role in a way, cause this is about her finding out where she came from. Mario takes a secondary role in this movie, but even then, there's no arc for him really per se. His whole thing in the movie is him liking Peach and being too nervous to admit it. You might argue that Mario doesn't need to get an arc as he had one in the first movie, but you still could have given him one as in this movie, he doubts himself that Peach would ever want to date him, as he is just a plumber and Peach is a princess. That is actually a good character arc for him because he still has his insecurities. In the first movie, he was getting over wanting to prove himself, and he did. But in this movie, he still would have had insecurities about himself, doubting that Peach would ever want to date him because all he can see is as a plumber from a human world, just not really anyone that a princess would go out with. So they could have given him that. It's only brought up once that he felt that way. 4. Not the exact one-to-one plot with the Galaxy games. So we have some things that happen in the Galaxy games that happen here, like with Peach's castle being taken into space. Some only differences being that Mario wasn't traveling everywhere to stop Bowser per se. It wasn't the Star Festival either. There was no universe reset. We don't use the observatory as a major hub in the majority of the movie, only for like a few minutes. And then Peach wasn't even kidnapped. And even though I am okay with Peach not being kidnapped that much anymore, I think it would have been fine if she did, at least near the end, because she has literally not lost a fight in any of these movies. Or you know what? I wish they'd drop the damsel in distress plot because it hurts the film in terms of the character who gets that role. 5. The decision to make Galaxy the second movie as Galaxy and Rosalina herself would fit for a third installment. With Yoshi showing up, we all assumed it would be the Super Mario World movie, and it was considered. But then Illumination suggested Galaxy to Miyamoto, and he agreed for that instead. Because of this, they had to push Yoshi's story and establish things between the Mario Brothers fast enough while still sticking to the Galaxy plot. And even though what we got was satisfactory, I did like how Yoshi was portrayed in the movie. It did kind of feel like they became best buds way too fast without any build-up. And the worst part of it is, we didn't even get a Mama Luigi joke. What? Number 6. Toad's whole thing of being the Captain Toad in this continuity wasn't even acknowledged. With all the promotional artwork showing him wearing the full ensemble, we assumed that he would get an arc to become a captain and have his own team, aka the Toad Brigade, who were in the Galaxy games. But no such souls here. It really stinks, and that's not even getting to his whole grudge thing against Yoshi, if you can even call it that. It's only brought up twice, and never again. Number 7, pacing. Yeah, making this go by way too fast hurts the film everywhere. At any point where it feels like it needs to be slowed down, it never does. Taking a moment to settle in, and we don't get that. Characters are barely getting any screen time. The ending even felt abrupt because of the pacing. Miyamoto's explanation for the fast pacing was not good. We're not asking for a 3-hour movie, but even movies at this runtime can have good pacing. 8. The cameos and appearances of characters from other franchises made this feel like a reference-heavy movie and marketing ploy for movies that may come down the line. Yep, I'm talking about Star Fox and maybe even Smash Brothers. They say they have no plans, but the fact that they say that Fox is from another universe, and they have Fox here, and we saw Samus's airship in the background, and we had Pikmin and Rob, like, guys, come on. Oh, and I can't forget about Metro Gaming Watch. Again, we're obviously gonna be getting one. We're obviously gonna be getting one, obviously. And while, yes, references are gonna be in a Mario movie, but like many have said, this made it feel like a semi-Smash Brothers Teeth movie or something. And while Fox McCloud was a nice addition, his role could have been any other Galaxy character or the Toad Brigade. And lastly, number 9. The ending of this movie. Again, this felt like a Peach movie and only Mario in title. She found out where she came from, Mario already had his arc and his new arc of liking Peach, and both of them, you know, their arcs are complete, sort of. And everyone else, they're just there. Nah. That's why I'm certain in the next movie, we'll have more of a focus on Luigi, especially with Daisy showing up. But, yep, this is everything that I counted that was wrong with the Mario Galaxy movie. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments.